Hey everybody, good morning. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a creed statement that we have on our website. If you want to go look at the whole thing, it's at www.changeyourfinancialstory.com. And the one I wanted to talk about today is what was also listed in the bar there. Somewhere in the world there's a darkness that only you can heal, and to do it you have to face your own. And interestingly enough, I've been trying to do this for about an hour, and our internet keeps going down. People are knocking on the front door. I think we had a visit from the Jehovah's Witnesses this morning, and internet went down. My computer shut down like out of nowhere twice, and Macs don't do that. So that actually got me a little excited about this, because for me that means there's some spiritual interference, and that what I'm about to say is a threat. So if any of you have struggled with some of the darkness in the world, I want you to start today by thinking about the darkness in you, ironically. So let me talk a little bit about where we come from that perspective. So Change Your Story takes financial management from an emotional and spiritual standpoint. And our shame or our darkness is an aspect of that, because no matter what you do with your finances, nothing is going to work if your finances are if they're powered by fear and shame. Does that make sense? So if you have shame about where you came from, or that you're a bad financial manager, or some people have shame because they have money, whatever that is for you, and we all have it, if that continues to power your financial relationship, or if no one has ever taught you how to deal with finances according to the design that God created you with, because a lot of times people have tools for do this and your finances will come under control. Well, if that doesn't take into account how you're designed, that's not going to be effective as well, because that's going to increase shame. So hopefully that is making some sense. And if not, would you guys go ahead and chat in, like say some more about whatever, and I will do some more of these to talk about that. But all of us were created with a purpose and a grand design. I was talking to a guy the other day who is really struggling with, he grew up a believer and then kind of walked away because he was a legalist and that wasn't working for him. And so he kind of walked away, and now he's realizing, okay, my life is not working, but he's really struggling with the concept of a God who allows suffering. And I get that. And I think it's a fair question to ask. I've struggled with it myself. And at the same time, I've come to believe that the suffering in our world comes when individuals don't deal with their own shame and fear, and don't fulfill the design that God placed in them to make the world a better place. I believe that if we were all fearlessly and without shame living within our design and what God created us to do, that some of the suffering we blame on God wouldn't be happening, because he wants to partner with us to do that. And so that is a big part of my passion for Change Your Story, because so many times our finances are what keep us from stepping into that place and from us making the world a better place, whether it is I have too much debt so I can't go into that field that I feel called to do, or I'm scared to lose everything, whatever that might be, wherever that fear and shame gets stirred up in you. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the possibility that if you deal with your fear and shame, that if you deal with the darkness inside of you, then you can take that part of the world by storm that you were meant to do. So I want you to think about getting involved today. Go to the website, changeyourfinancialstory.com, and there's a free ebook if you want to download that, or you can just go and look at the creed statements. This is just one of several creed statements we have on there. And if you have any questions or you want to know more, I'd love to hear from you. But start to consider that facing your shame or your fear has been the problem, not that you need a new budget to look at. And that this could be the key to not only unlocking your financial future and your potential, but to eliminating that darkness inside of you and the darkness that you were meant to fight. So thanks for being with us this morning. I think we've had 1 or 2 people. I will probably get better about announcing these in advance when I get more comfortable with them. But hopefully this speaks to you today. And I just pray a blessing over you in this weekend. I pray that God will start to reveal, just from this little video, that God will start to reveal the darkness that he wants to heal and the darkness he wants you to fight. All right? Take care, you guys. We'll see you next time.